Just practicing. I did a lot of work today on 2 albums, 2 of 3 that I'm over a year behind on releasing, that I just have kept on a shelf on a to-do list and have felt really bad about never having the energy or the inspiration. But what I learned yesterday driving around Grand Rapids, which I've only been to one other time since this pandemic, and it was to see a dear friend, I realized I've left some pretty big wounds in that city and some pretty big false narratives that weren't serving me. And as I drove around the place yesterday, I just pulled them out. It's like, this ain't me. And I don't mean the whole city, because no city encapsulates everything you think it encapsulates. Usually not even a small town. Everything is multiple things. But I had let Grand Rapids come to mean a few very specific things, and I don't just mean people's ideas that I was copying. I mean things they didn't even want me to necessarily believe. Conclusions I drew that I need to follow this rule or this person in this particular way. No one told me to do that. I just did it because I wanted to be liked or to be cool or to be something. I don't know what. So I'm not doing that anymore, and it felt really good to close that door and let those things go and decide that if my paths cross naturally, organically with any of those same people, it will happen, and it will happen because of love. It will happen because of an unconditionality that has nothing to do with trying or forcing anything. Anyway, when I came home, and the very next day I woke up at 5 in the morning, suddenly was able to get some work done on Tiny Traumas 2, and then got that whole thing closed like a book, ready to... It had been this big technical problem of needing to do it on an old program where I had made the 365 songs back in 2017. This isn't interesting, but anyway, it was a project that had sat on a shelf for over 3 years, maybe 1.5 very intensely. Like, this will be the album I'm going to care so much about, and it just wasn't. But it's because I have so many backed up things like that, and I knew it wasn't one of my main couple albums. It was more like, this is the lo-fi album that's going to really, who knows what. I think it's because I knew it was dark and weird and interesting and had space sounds that I assumed the cool kids would like it, and I planted it in this weird place in my brain, like, this is going to be the thing. This is going to be the thing that's going to make me resonate with you and you and you and you. And then this morning I woke up to work on it. It was weird that I just wanted to suddenly get it done, but also really in a caring way, which you can never really get something done on a to-do list that's been there a long time unless you approach it with care. If you just want to get it done, it'll stay on the list. That's one thing I learned. But I had care in my heart. I really wanted to get it done in a true way. And when I went to do it, I found myself just like letting go of certain aspects of it, certain try-hardism. Like, that album was never meant to be a professional sounding album. So there was a producer, audio engineer, who was going to mix that album for me, and now I'm going to have him work on one that I was meaning to be the Trees for Clouds one, the one I recorded all those piano parts in my brother's studio. I haven't told him yet, but whatever, these videos are like 6 months behind. Anyway, and then I immediately went on to work on the kids album that's just sitting. It was sitting half finished on my Bandcamp as well. I randomly spent 3, maybe 4 hours today, on and off, with a very easy creative flow, not really caring what anyone thinks if I'm a person who's sometimes dark, sometimes light, and sometimes writes kids songs. I don't know why that was so hard for me before. I think I just really wanted to be liked or approved of or popular or famous, even if it was small town famous or Michigan famous or cool kids famous. I just think I always wanted that attention and notoriety, and now I just feel like, wow, that's a way to lose your life. Well, anyway, I was going to practice the happy song that goes at the end of the kids album, but then I suddenly felt kind of inspired to play the one that this is reminding me of, the one from Southern Indiana. Hello, everyone here. Oops. My calluses are kind of crap. It's nice to recesses of my mind, but I'm getting tired of trying to find the reason or the meaning here, instead of just flowing like a river. Like a cloud in my mind, moving on like weather patterns in my mind. You can try to come with me this time around, but I can't promise. I can't promise anything to you, dear, 'cause promises don't align with dreams. Well, they do, but not with my dreams. Well, they do, but not with time, it seems. Well, they do, but not with floating like a river, like a cloud in your mind. Never loved you either way you choose. I will love you either way. Well, that wasn't the song I meant to play right now, but similar chords written on this instrument, I guess. 1, 2, 3. The closing song of Dreambird in Rainbow Land, but also Jitter in Rainbow Land, the fake kids show for adults I did at the beginning of the pandemic, and you know, why the heck not? Gotta help people when you can, when you feel inspired to. The world can be your friend. There's no reason why it can't. The world can be your friend. All you have to do is take its hand and sing. That's my little theme song. Have a good day. Bye.